Hello everyone, this one's going to be short and sweet. News came out recently that Chevy is going to be building a brand new EV, which is going to be a Chevy Blazer, and it's set to launch sometime next year in the summer for the highest trim. This car is priced competitively and is obviously GM's move to go into electrification, to move their lineup towards what's going to be the next generation of vehicle in the world. However, last night news came out that Chevy will be building this car in Mexico and not the United States. Now, I want to be clear when I say that I have zero problems with Mexico. I was just in Cancun a few weeks ago. My wife and I had a blast, and people from Mexico and the Mexican people are some of the most beautiful, kind people I've ever met. But I have a giant problem with this, and I feel compelled to say something now that I have a platform where people could hear what I have to say. I find it extremely frustrating that we have a company, an American car company in GM, led by Mary Barra, who has good partnership with the US government and the Biden administration, especially in EVs, and who have spent the last year or so talking up their game from an EV perspective and how they're going to be building EVs and how they're the leader of EVs and how they're going to be moving this technology forward in the US, and doing so with union jobs and American jobs, come out and decide to build their next generation of vehicle outside of the United States. First, I think this is a huge slap in the face for those that believe GM when they say that they're going to be building a lot of American jobs. You can't be the self-proclaimed leader in EVs, especially in the United States, unless you're building cars in this country. Secondly, you can't be lobbying the United States government heavily for EV tax credit, and especially for additional tax credits that are going to benefit union jobs in the United States, and then take that EV and not build it in the United States. What is that? I'm sure it's super easy to see how this is completely wrong and a slap in the face to the American worker. And third, to the Biden administration, how are we supposed to trust your partnerships with these companies that say one thing but do another? I think this is a huge violation of trust for American workers and honestly for union members in America that work for GM and Ford and these other companies. Even though I have my reservations for unions and I don't think they're applicable in every single scenario, if you're going to come out and be super supportive of unions, how can you be supportive of a company that's going to take said jobs and move them to a different country for their next generation of vehicle that's going to supplant their existing lineup? We all know gas cars are going to go away here in the next 10 to 20 years, and we know that this EV is going to be a big seller for GM. But how is the American taxpayer supposed to be comfortable knowing that GM made a conscious decision to move the production of these vehicles outside of the United States when saying they were super supportive of American jobs, and they're constantly talking about leading innovation in EVs in America? This is wrong and super messed up. We need to move away from just hearing these companies talk and these administrations talk and actually judge them by their actions. Take Tesla as an example. Tesla is the most American-made EV in the country, yet we barely see any support from this administration and the US government towards Tesla. Why should GM get any support or any attention from this administration if they're so openly backstabbing the American worker? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you think I'm being too harsh, let me know. If you agree with me, let me know. But let's keep a respectful dialogue in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.